कौन सा क्वेश्चन बचा है अब?
Okay. So the last topic for the day and a very important topic is change in captaincy. So we all know Virat has gone back and now Rahane is the new captain. So my question to you, Rahul, is that whether the team will miss the aggression of Virat or they will welcome the calm of Rahane.
Both, as you said, right, Kohli and Rane are very, very different personalities, poles apart.
Yeah.
Rahane is well respected within the squad.
Yes.
All right. So that's one advantage that is he's starting with. I don't think that the team would miss Virat's aggression too much as far as test matches is concerned, right? I don't think that such an aggressive stance is actually helpful or required uh, when you consider the way test matches are played. So I see it as a welcome change.
Okay.
I regard Virat very highly as an individual performer. I am not too convinced for as far as his captaincy record is concerned. I really want to see how Rane does.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
and there's a difference between how Rahane does and how team does. Okay, so of course, captain is as good as a team, but what kind of decisions is he taking? What kind of bowling changes is he doing? And how is he keeping the unit together? That's a different aspect altogether, and nice to see that he'll get 3 games rather than just 1 game at times like he has got as a captain. So that will be good. But I think from test match with the whole no giving it back thing happening, I think there is already a lack of aggression overall. And with Kohli gone, it's almost no aggression from Indian side, right? The whole test team, if you look at, there is no one who is like even nearly aggressive. So yeah, I think I'll miss that aggression from a viewer point of view as a spectator, but overall as a team, I don't think it will be missed much.
And maybe it is a blessing in disguise that after a disastrous first test, this is a fresh start in a way. You have a new captain, and you are not carrying that baggage as a captain from the loss.
Team is carrying the baggage. Captain may not be. Captain may have packed his baggage and gone, but the team is still carrying that baggage. I hope they are able to move on sooner. That will be good for the side.
So if the
I
next three test
especially
matches,
Yes.
sorry.
Yes, Anurag.
so if India performs really well in the next 3 test matches,
Yeah.
and even if they are able to secure win
Kohli
in
is
one
not
or
going.
two of them,
Kohli will still
Kohli
remain
is
the
not going.
captain. Yes, yes.
okay, we will again analyze this thing.
So, anything else you want to add, Rahul? Anything from your side? I have come to the end of the set of questions I had.
I have.
So, who is going to
So
win
I
this
was just
test match? Yeah.
okay. I hope India does well. I really doubt that India is going to challenge in the second test match. Uh, as Mayank said, the bowling lineup is
Too weak.
not comparable to what Australia is bringing on the table.
Yeah.
Even if we match them in batting, I don't think that we are anywhere near what the Australian bowling lineup is possessing. So it would be too much to ask.
Yeah. So only a miracle can save India. I hope it's not
Yeah.
an innings defeat.
It
No,
can
who
be.
knows?
Like you don't have bowlers to take 10 wickets. I
What
won't
has
be
that to do
surprised.
with what has that to do with a sharp collapse in betting?
No, we are talking about second match. We are not talking about first match.
Okay.
And Nitin is saying we may face an inning defeat, and it won't be surprising. I won't be surprised if Australia score more than 350, 400 in their first innings and put a challenging total in front of us, and we collapse under it. So it may well happen. I hope it doesn't happen, but definitely draw is not something that happens often these days, and I don't even expect that to happen. So
Maybe
if there is
maybe
a
a
result, I
maybe a
don't think
COVID
India will win second match.
maybe a
No,
COVID outbreak.
let's have faith in Bumrah.
But it's not a lone warrior kind of a game, right? You need someone to keep the other end tight, okay, and keep probing. Like Shami did not take any wicket, but still he bowled those lengths which kept everything tight that people had to try and score off other bowlers where they lost wickets. Do you really think Saini or Siraj can keep it that tight? I don't think so. I'm not even convinced that Umesh can keep it that tight. He has been very inconsistent over years. Uh, he's doing well now. I hope he continues. But Saini has again not been very consistent in white ball. I hope. I don't know. We can only hope, but I don't see India winning second test match or even challenging in second test match. I hope they do. I hope that do.
So let's see.
Yeah,
Hopefully,
let's
yeah.
hope they'll score century as an opener.
So we continue to live in denial and continue to hope.
There is no
Yes.
denial, but there is hope. There is no denial. There is hope.
Okay.
So
Anyone wants to talk about the Rohit fiasco? I don't think we covered it anywhere.
Okay, so I have a theory over there. So
yeah.
basically, I think Rohit planned it in such a way that there will be a first test which will be played under Kohli. There will be a second test which will be played under Rahane, and Rohit will still not be there. And then there will be a third test where Rohit and Rahane will play together.
So,
So
okay, so
there
this
can be a
theory
clear.
cannot be right by far because uh, because Kohli's leave application got through later, and Rohit fiasco happened before. So Rohit could
I
not have planned.
no, but
Rohit,
I think
no, Anurag,
even though Kohli's approval would have come later, but I think the plan was there from much before, much longer.
Anurag, my point is, Kohli's leave application getting approved is similar to Rahul Gandhi getting voted to Congress president.
Exactly. So
Okay.
I think here we will have a very clear picture that how a team looks under Kohli, how a team looks under Rahane, and then how a team looks when Rohit is in the side.
Okay, so
So
I
I
think
think it is a very well planned strategy, and I think and you will see a very insightful
What I
results.
don't understand is, uh, and I think Sunil Gavaskar also raised the same point. Why 12th? Why 12th of December? Like, why couldn't the test be done earlier so that he could be made available for second test match as well? Right? Why couldn't have been 8th? You're getting my point? And even if it was 12th, why was he not on flight on 12th?
see,
So,
I don't
I
have
mean,
answers
match is
to that,
starting on
but
26th.
yeah.
After a hard quarantine of 14 days, maybe he needs another 2 or 3 days. So total 17 days. So had that test happened on 8th instead of 12th, he could have probably made it to second test. Right? So why was that not considered at all? Right? Even if you think that probably he'll be well only by 12th, at least have a test on 7th or 8th. And if he fails, then give him another chance on 12th or even 14th. It won't matter. But why not do a test before 9th? That is my question. Then he could have been available for second test. Why that magic number of 12 December came in? Who came up with that? What was the logic behind that? There is no transparency at all. Even for Shami, we are hearing rumors, but there is no official BCCI confirmation that Shami is out of the series. There is no confirmation that he is not available for next match. Have you seen any BCCI release? No. Look at news article on maybe Crick Info or Crick Buzz. You won't find any. There are only theories, and people are saying that we have sources and most trusted sources that it has to be the case that he will be ruled out, but there is no official confirmation yet. So I don't know what's happening with BCCI. Why is there a lack of transparency?
Yes. So lot of things
I think
seem
that's
to be
how
gloomy.
I think this we are seeing a lot of similar flavor we are getting from Bollywood as well as now BCCI. So I guess it's very clear who is ruling the roost now. There is so much lack of transparency in the Bollywood also. I think the same culture is now being percolated in cricket also.
So, but I think so when the team loses, everything seems to be bad and everything seems to be out of place. And once you start winning, everything seems to
Not
be
really.
in
Even
place.
the whole Rohit fiasco happened before the first match. The date of 12th was decided before the first test match. So
That
these
is
questions have been raised before it.
of course, that is going on from IPL. He was declared unfit, then he was seen playing matches for Mumbai. So there was definitely
Yeah.
lack of transparency. But okay, let's leave it at that. Hopefully,
No,
we'll
but
play well.
what I don't understand is even after all that fiasco happened, even Kohli made a press statement and all that happened. Why did you decide 12th to be the date? Why couldn't it be before 9th?
Only the BCCI officials can answer that. And I'll try to get Ganguly for our next podcast if he answers my calls. Of course, he won't. So these will be unanswered questions. So let's just hope we play well and Siraj or Saini, whoever plays, bowls a magical spell and takes a 5-4 or something. So let's hope for the best. So with that, thank you guys for joining in. And until next time, take care, stay healthy, and hopefully we'll win.